gases, there are the two types of specific heats, molar specific heat at constant pressure and molar specific heat at constant volume. The ratio is denoted by gamma. Gamma equals to Cp divided by Cv. For monoatomic gases, for diatomic gases and for polyatomic gases, gamma value is not same. Today we are going to learn how to find gamma value for monoatomic gases, for diatomic gases and for polyatomic gases. First of all, let us obtain gamma value for monoatomic gases. According to law of equipartition of energy, energy for each mode or for each degree of freedom, average energy equals to half multiplied by Kb and T, where Kb equals to Boltzmann constant and the molecule of a monoatomic gas has only 3 translational degree of freedom. Since the average energy of monoatomic gas molecule at temperature T equals to degree of freedom multiplied by half Kb multiplied by T. Since for monoatomic gas degree of freedom equals to 3 because monoatomic gas, the molecule of monoatomic gas has only 3 translational degree of freedom. No rotational and no vibrational freedom. Monoatomic gas has only 3 translational degree of freedom. Therefore, the average energy of monoatomic gas molecule at temperature T equals to degree of freedom 3 and multiplied by half Kb multiplied by T, which is equals to 3 by 2 Kb multiplied by T. This is average energy of a molecule. Now, to find total internal energy of a mole, this total internal energy of a mole denoted by U, and this is equals to average energy of a molecule multiplied by Avogadro's number. We already have average energy of a molecule, that is nothing but 3 by 2 Kb multiplied by T and Avogadro number, that is Na. Therefore, the total internal energy of a mole U equals to 3 by 2 Kb multiplied by Na multiplied by T. But R divided by Na equals to Kb, that is Boltzmann constant, implies Na multiplied by Kb equals to R. Therefore, Kb multiplied Na can be replaced by R. Therefore, U equals to 3 by 2 RT implies U equals to degree of freedom multiplied by half RT. This is for monoatomic gas and it is for per mole. U for monoatomic gas and U for per mole equals to degree of freedom, that is 3 multiplied by half RT. Therefore, U for monoatomic gas and for per mole is equals to 3 by 2 RT. Now, to find out Cv, Cv can be obtained by differentiating above relation with respect to T, that is differentiating U with respect to T, that is differentiation of 3 by 2 RT with respect to T. This is equals to 3 by 2, 3 upon 2 multiplied by R is a constant, differentiation of T with respect to T. So, differentiation of T with respect to T is equals to 1. Therefore, we got Cv equals to 3 upon 2, 3 divided by 2 R. Now, what is Cp value? since Cp minus Cv equals to R. From this relation, we can find out Cp value. So Cp equals to R plus Cv. That is R plus Cv value, nothing but 3 divided by 2 R. So that becomes 2R plus 3R divided by 2 equals to 5R divided by 2. Now we need to find gamma. Gamma nothing but Cp upon Cv. Cp value we got 5R divided by 2 and Cv value we got 3R divided by 2. So 2 to get cancelled, R get cancelled, implies gamma value for monoatomic gas is nothing but gamma equals to 5 divided by 3. Now let us talk about how to find out gamma value for diatomic gases or diatomic gaseous molecule. There are the two cases: diatomic gaseous molecule if rigid, if not rigid. Diatomic molecule is rigid, then it has 3 translational and 2 rotational degree of freedom, altogether 5 degree of freedom. And if diatomic gaseous molecule non-rigid, then it has 3 translational, 2 rotational and 2 vibrational, altogether 7 degree of freedom. So internal energy for diatomic gas molecule, if it is rigid, U equals to degree of freedom multiplied by half RT. Similarly, if diatomic gas molecule is non-rigid, then total internal energy per mole U equals to degree of freedom. For non-rigid, degree of freedom is 7. So 7 multiplied by half RT. Therefore, for rigid, U equals to 5 upon 2 RT, and for non-rigid, U equals to 7 divided by 2 RT. Now we have to find out Cv. Cv nothing but differentiation of U with respect to T. So that is equals to differentiation of 5 upon 2 RT with respect to T. So Cv equals to 5 upon 2 R and derivative of T equals to 1. So we got Cv equals to 5 upon 2 R. But Cp minus Cv equals to R. So Cp minus 5 upon 2 R equals to R. So Cp equals to R plus 5 upon 2 R. So Cp equals to 7 R divided by 2. Similarly, for non-rigid, Cv equals to derivative of U with respect to T equals to 7 upon 2 derivative of 7 upon 2 RT with respect to T equals to 7 upon 2 multiplied by R. Since Cp minus Cv equals to R, therefore Cp equals to R plus Cv. So R plus 7 upon 2 R, this is equals to 9 R divided by 2. Now we have to find out gamma for both cases, for rigid as well as for non-rigid in case of diatomic gas. Therefore, ratio of specific heat for diatomic gas, if the molecule is considered to be rigid, is Cp upon Cv equals to 7R divided by 2, 5R divided by 2. 2 to get cancelled, R and R get cancelled. So gamma value is 7 upon 5 for diatomic gas if molecule is considered to be rigid, and gamma for non-rigid gas molecule, the ratio of specific heat of gas is given by Cp divided by Cv. Cp nothing but 9R divided by 2 and Cv nothing but 7R divided by 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. R and R get cancelled. We get 9 upon 7. So gamma for non-rigid diatomic gas, the value of specific heat is 9 upon 7. Now we have to find gamma for polyatomic gas. A polyatomic gas molecule has 3 translational modes, 3 rotational modes, and F number of vibrational modes. Energy contributed, as per as the law of equipartition of energy contributed by 3 translational modes is nothing but 3 upon 2 RT, and 3 rotational modes equals to 3 upon 2 RT, and F number of vibrational modes will contribute energy equals to F RT. Why here 1 upon 2 not there? The reason, as per as the law of equipartition of energy, each vibrational frequency contribute energy double the half kBT. So 2 and 2 get cancelled, we get kB multiplied by T. So we got here FRT. So we got here FRT. So now total energy contributed equals to U equals to 3 upon 2 RT plus 3 upon 2 RT plus FRT. Now taking RT common, so we have here 3 upon 2 plus 3 upon 2 plus F. So this is equals to 6 plus 2F divided by 2 RT. Therefore, U equals to 2 taken common, 3 plus F divided by 2 RT, 2 and 2 get cancelled. So we have U equals to 3 plus F RT, CV equals to du by dt, differentiation of 3 plus F RT with respect to T. This is equals to 3 plus F R. So we have here CV equals to 3 plus F into R. Since Cp minus Cv equals to R, therefore Cp equals to R plus Cv, that is 3 plus F R plus R, that is equals to 4 plus F R. Now for polyatomic gases, gamma equals to Cp divided by Cv, Cp value 4 plus F multiplied by R, and Cv value 3 plus F multiplied by R. R and R get cancelled. We get gamma equals to 4 plus F divided by 3 plus F. This is the value for gamma, that is the ratio of specific heat for polyatomic gases. Gamma equals to 4 plus F divided by 3 plus F. Thus, gamma value for monoatomic gases, gamma equals to 5 upon 3, and for diatomic gases, in case of rigid, gamma is 7 upon 5. In case of non-rigid, gamma equals to 9 upon 7. And for polyatomic gases, gamma equals to 4 plus F divided by 3 plus F. So that's all in this video. I hope now you can easily find out the gamma value for monoatomic, diatomic and polyatomic gases. If you have any more further questions, queries, doubts, please let me know through your comments in the comment box. What should be my next topic? Please you tell me. I will certainly make a video on the topic of your choice. Meet you again with next video, next topic. Till then, wish you good luck. All the best.